It's possible that the news with this dude is winding down, but we'll see for how long. Kanye West's Twitter account was just suspended early Friday morning after Elon Musk said it violated the platform's rules on inciting violence. Musk tweeted, "I tried my best. Despite that, he again violated our rule against incitement to violence. Account will be suspended." This is reportedly off the heels of West tweeting an altered image of a Star of David with a swastika inside, and it said "Yay 24." Like maybe it's for his presidential campaign.
Christmas ornament ever.
Seriously, that
Tree
wasn't
topper.
it though.
Yeah, it's a topper.
Wasn't
the abominable snowman will put it up.
He decided to go kind of scorched earth because I guess he knew that he was about to get suspended. The first one was a picture of Chris Paul, and it said, "Let's break one last window. I caught this guy with Kim. Good night."
I got multiple texts of this because I'm a Suns fan, by the way. I just got tons of texts last night of this, by the way.
This is all being denied by them, by the way.
Of course.
Then
Was that mean while they're married?
who knows? It probably didn't even happen. He's insane.
Yeah. Well, to all the guys that may have banged Kim Kardashian during the Kanye marriage, this is the greatest moment ever because whatever he says, is like, come on, you're going to believe that guy's insane.
This is the time.
Plausible deniability.
And then the last thing he posted was a picture of super agent Ari Emanuel, who he loves to call out anyway, hosing down Elon Musk on a yacht. And the caption is, "Let's always remember this as my final tweet. Yay 24."
Wow.
Now, Elon Musk responded and said he's actually happy that this picture's made it into the zeitgeist because it motivated him to lose weight. Meanwhile, Parlor, Kanye was going to buy Parlor.
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah. Remember I told you the Candace Owens' husband
Who's going to buy it?
Right.
was like the CEO of Parlor, and Kanye was going to buy it. And now they said, no, we're not selling this to you.
I kind of tune out during the news
I do
segment,
know that.
But it's just a rest.
I get it.
That's all the hot takes kind of burnt me out, all the Pele stuff. And
I understand. You need an open eye now.
I didn't know he was going to buy Parlor, but if you told me, then I heard
we did.
it. Yeah.
They're no longer interested. Now, if you are apparently one of the many people with a Kanye West tattoo and you live in...
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and you live in England, you have a good choice. There's a tattoo removal studio that will remove it for free.
Nice.
In a play on the rapper's name, they're calling it Yeezy Come, Yeezy Go.
That's good.
And the store said several people have contacted them. This procedure can be like $2,500.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Because you have to keep going in, right?
That's right,
Yeah.
just to break up the ink.
Yeah.
You got to do... There should be no tattoo removal. And I say that because I think about the kids. And this is we're sending a message here, which is like, you can undo this thing, this bad decision you made. You can undo it. You should only be able to turn it into something else.
Yeah.
You cannot remove it. We need a record of your bad decision.
Like Johnny Depp changed Winona Forever to Wino Forever back in the day.
Sylvester Stallone turned his wife into his dog.
Dog. That's right.
And I still have a misspelling on my side.
Really?
Yeah, I never changed it.
What is it?
It's, if you guys know Harry Potter,
Oh, my God.
happiness can be found in the darkest of times is if only one remembers to turn on the light versus remembers.
Really?
Wow,
College.
that's great.
Yeah, definitely drunk and woke up and it's my first tattoo ever.
I have a buddy who's like 6'7", and he was 20, and he got a giant tramp stamp, not realizing what he did.
Really?
And now he's a father with like 3 kids.
Does he still
and he's
have
like,
it?
He's getting it removed. He's like, I
No,
just
he's
can't.
gotta keep it. That's
He's like,
fun.
It's gigantic.
That's a painful spot.
Yeah, it's huge.
From what I
it's very-
understand.
because of the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People say that's a tough
No,
one.
keep that. Come on, keep that. That's fun.
Now, you're...
Is it like a tribal thing?
Yes, it's like a tribal
above the
tramp
butt
stamp. It's like a
crack?
sun and all this stuff. And he didn't realize what he was
okay,
doing
yeah,
at
maybe
the
He's
time.
got to
Out of
turn
the
it
way.
into Stallone's dog. Tell him that's
That's
cool,
the rule.
but we can't remove it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
These are reminders of bad decisions you made.
Yeah. So you don't make any more.
It's important.
Although your tattoo, this Giving Tree tattoo, is making me want to cry.
Oh, thanks.
I can't. You guys know the Giving Tree. She has a tattoo that's written in cursive. It says, "And the tree was happy," which, spoiler alert, was
Kanye has one that's
before it died. Before the tree died.
Yeah, Kanye has the same one that says, and the tree was racist.
and the tree was Jewish.
I got the misfortunate tramp stamp that just said "Hop on Pop." It's a children's book. I liked it at the time. I didn't understand the implications sexually.
One fish, two fish.
That's right. I got Urinal the turtle on an ass cheek.
About Nazis, apparently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Anyway, you guys have heard of the Liver King, right? We've talked about him. When Vinny's been in here, Chris has brought him up. You got to show the picture of the Liver King. This dude.
He's the jack dude.
He is like the bro bodybuilder king.
Yes.
His thing is, and he's holding up a giant liver from God knows what animal. He's super into eating raw liver. And he says that's
that
how
dude is yoked.
That's exactly right. That's how he's gotten his body. That's the secret. He's like a bone marrow, liver, egg yolk guy.
All raw.
Raw. Completely raw. And I'm not showing you the video because we'll all fucking throw up. So
I don't want to see it
I'm not
either.
going to show
I'm
you.
already
But
sick.
speaking of throwing up,
Yeah.
you know there used to be that thing where it's like, well, before you get a blowjob, you should drink pineapple juice.
I've heard that.
What do you think this guy would be like, Gina?
Fucking rancid.
How hard would you yak? You'd yak all over that
Oh, God.
fucking six pack of
I don't
stomach
want
he has, right?
pate coming out of him.
Why'd you have to go there?
Yeah, I'm the bad guy.
You went there.
I did. I went there. So he's super
We're
into
talking
this.
about the giving tree.
Yeah, I know. I'm a monster. So he posts pictures of him like going full like Khaleesi in Game of Thrones with the horse
Okay.
heart.
I don't even like seeing the picture.
Let's take it off. But I want you to see his body. Actually, that's important. So there's this bodybuilding podcast, and it shows emails that the guy claims Brian Johnson, this guy. I just want to make sure it is Brian Johnson, claims that he's been spending almost $12,000 a month in steroids and other drugs. And the email is like, because I read it to Vinny yesterday, who wanted me to make sure I said he is the first guy to be like, no, there's nothing natural about that body that didn't come from liver. So it's like, I'm on Omnitrope, bro. I'm on this, I'm on that, I'm on that. But I'm in my 40s now and the back fat is fucking killing me. Am I a hyper non-responder to this drug? And just these emails back and forth. Like, my doctor said if I take a little, 5 more milligrams of blah, 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 blah. Now, obviously, the guy fucking works out and eats nutrient-rich foods. I mean, that's a given. But he's gotten a lot of help, and everyone else is just sitting there eating fucking organ meats, hoping they're going to look like him.
I mean, you look at the guy and he looks like he's on steroids.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
the first.
Joe Rogan said the same thing. He's like, he's obviously on steroids.
He looks like a liver.
but when he was asked specifically if he's on performance enhancing drugs, PED, he responded, I'll be honest, I take PEDs, I prioritize, execute, and dominate every fucking
Jesus.
morning.
So, yes.
Okay, so yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
All right. We're all freaked out about steroids, but we decided we had a lot of we're weird. Like we decided there was roid rage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if there's roid rage, but it was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like roid rage.
Yeah.
Hey, they start with the same.
Oh.
Wait a minute, roid?
Alliteration.
Yeah, alliteration. We love it. No nukes. Meat is murder. Roid rage. So we all just went down the roid rage route.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all went down to, you're going to look amazing in your 40s, but you're going to die at 50, And then Lyle Alzado came around, and Lyle Alzado had a brain cancer, and then he was like, it's because of steroids. And then everyone went, oh my God, that's right. And first off, do we know? I don't,
Ask Vinny, because we just talked about this yesterday.
Lyle Alzado died at 46 and a half or something. If everyone who did steroids got a brain tumor, they'd all... So Arnold Schwarzenegger would be dead.
Well,
so,
but I literally, because I did his Sunday school with him, so we literally just talked about this yesterday, that Adam Arnold's dosage was like a baby dose compared to what guys do now in like the freak show department.
Yeah.
Like the crazy, like your fucking neck muscle. That's like a freak show.
Yeah.
And they're on dosages that people like Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't have imagined.
I would never argue that, taking maximum amount, but it's sort of like a testosterone replacement. Like they go, some doctors will go, hey man, you don't need that. Like we don't know what the long-term implications, but it's basically your body starts dying about the age of 30. If you're a dude, it just literally starts dying.
decline?
You have less muscle every year. You start that march toward the cemetery.
Sweet Lady Death.
Yeah, it's a sweet embrace of death, and you're dying.
Yeah.
So then, what if you took testosterone replacement and your body stopped dying and moved back toward stronger, more muscular, whatever, and then we kind of go like, oh, no, you don't want to do that. Like, we don't know what the implications of that is. Well, we know what the implications of slowly dying is.
Right.
It's called death. And so
It's terminal.
maybe being 75 and weirdly fit, and they go, but that's not healthy. But being fit and kind of muscular at 75 is pretty healthy. I don't know that we know, but I'm saying I'm not the dismisser of you can't be on any of that stuff or you can't be on the HGH or whatever. Like, maybe there's an argument for replacing some of the stuff that's going away.
But what are your thoughts on back knee? Because isn't that a steroid thing?
Love
Like
it.
tiny scrotum and back knee?
I don't know.
Like, do we like back knee?
Yeah, I
love
think
it.
that's
Yeah,
it.
it's
Oh,
great.
well then, by all means, drink up.
Yeah, that's I put that on my Tinder profile.
Exactly.
You can't get to it. That's the problem
Yeah.
with the back knee.
Yeah.
Is it you
Need a
can't get
partner.
to is
You
bad.
can't.
And
Yeah.
good luck finding a partner.
Right.
And then when you have the partner, good luck having to bring it up because then
Yeah.
you're just like, how do I bring it up?
Have you ever lanced anything? It's not great. Have you guys heard about Cocaine Bear?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
very
I
excited
have.
to
You're
hear this.
I
about
have.
to. Okay, we've got to talk about this, and I have part of the trailer because it's 2.5 minutes, so we whacked it up. But
Based on a
it's
true story.
yes, it's
Directed
Elizabeth
by
Banks.
Elizabeth
Thank
Banks.
you.
Oh wait, yes, okay.
Elizabeth Banks' latest directorial effort. It's a thriller called Cocaine Bear. It's from Universal Pictures, inspired by a true story. Did the bear consume the cocaine? Yes. Did it go on a killing spree? I think that's where the movie picks up. But the title suggests the film follows this black bear that embarks on a murderous rampage following its unintentional consumption of cocaine. Kerry Russell's in it, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Yes, Ice
You
Cube's
know,
son.
look,
You
I don't
gotta
wanna-
have Ice Cube in
I don't
there.
want to turn it political,
Uh-oh.
but the polar bears do the powdered cocaine.
That makes
The black
sense.
bears get the crack cocaine and get 4 times the prison sentences. Okay?
I heard the
not
government.
fair.
I know everyone's
introduced it
having a
to the
good
forest.
time. What's that?
The government introduced it to the forest.
That's right.
Right, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson and Ray Liotta.
It's the
I
last
forgot.
Ray Liotta.
I was like, what do you mean it's the last movie? Making his final acting role and the first to be released since his death. So the murderous rampage, again, that's part of the fiction. But in September 1985, this is when a convicted drug smuggler named Andrew Thornton offloaded a duffel bag of cocaine over northern Georgia. A 175-pound black bear then ingested it, subsequently overdosed, was discovered 3 months later laying next to 40 plastic containers of cocaine. Here is just a snippet of the trailer. It's about 40 seconds because, again, it's a long trailer. You'll get an idea of the tone of the movie.
Millions of dollars.
So a lot of people getting tossed around, thrown around. It seems very tongue-in-cheek.
I
A
love
little.
this.
I'm obsessed.
What's the Sharknado-ish, maybe?
Right.
This will be
Yeah.
our kids' snakes on a plane.
Exactly. Looks
But
like
will it be snakes on a plane? Which was nothing. We just talked about it
Right.
for 4 months, and then the movie came out, and we're like, meh, we're done.
I'll see it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm there opening night.
And that's the thing. I mean, Elizabeth Banks is known for sort of tongue-in-cheek humor. In fact, one of my plane movies, I always watch Tommy Boy or
Yes.
Godfather for some reason when I'm flying. But the other movie that I forgot that I always watch and I just did was Pitch Perfect. It's a great movie.
Oh,
and I
great,
forgot she produced that. She's in that. It's a fucking great movie.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
She's the blonde, right?
Yeah.
Who's like
She's in
acts
40
a
Year Old
lot
Virgin.
too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you know her. She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
She's in
Zach
Modern
and Mary make
Family.
a porno. Zach and
Yeah.
Yes, Mira.
yeah,
Mira.
that which was
She's in
great.
30 Rock. She's supposed to be
Yeah.
like the Megan Kelly
Yeah.
girl. Anyway,
I
we're
thought
all
the
excited
Cocaine
about
Bear
that.
was a great actor. I thought.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Seriously.
Convincing.
Award winning.
All right, one more, Gina Grad.
Okay, well, this is for you men folk. Scientists at the University of Waterloo in Ontario, Canada, have gotten together to address a really big problem: urinal splash. The researchers believe they have determined the optimal design for a shell that will give you a less splashy experience. It's tall and porcelain. It's curved like a nautilus shell, which is why they call it the naughty loo. Supposedly, according to advanced laws of physics, the optimal splash reducing angle for the average human penis is about 30 degrees. And this naughty loo minimizes the splatter, could improve lives of countless stadiums, arenas, cleanup crews.
Yeah, but there's an issue. There's
What?
a design issue.
What?
Drunk guys are going to shit in it. It looks.
It's perfect shit.
Like a
height.
tilted toilet.
Once you tilt
Yeah.
too much toward the anus, drunk guys go, "Oh yeah,
I never thought
guess
about
this is
that.
where I'm shitting." You know, they're going
Yeah.
to show up. There's 2 stalls. There's a couple guys camping in them. Drunk guys
Gotta
taking
do
a
what you gotta
dump.
do.
I did
That's
not
right.
consider that, and obviously
Well,
neither did they.
How
Yes.
did they practice the? Would you say 30 degrees? How do you think they practiced that? Do you think
They
they
hired
had
the cocaine bear.
Yeah, yeah.
to just
plenty
test
of
it.
trial and error.
Yeah, are they
For
like?
sure.
Do they have people that are testing it out? Did they use like some sort of?
I would
mechanics?
argue. I think what they probably do. I'm no urine scientist, but I used to be a carpenter. The first thing they probably did was measure the volume and speed that urine comes out of your average guy who's taking a squirt. Like, here's how many liters per minute or whatever. Here's the speed. Then they would have to simulate that with some sort of pump or something that they could adjust or whatever. Here's the average distance. Here's the average volume. Here's whatever. Now we have this
PSI.
thing. Yes, put the blue liquid they used to do the tampon
Right.
commercials in there.
That's right.
That always confused me when I was 11.
We leak blue.
And
Avatar shit.
it would be confusing to a young Adam.
I'm sure.
And
We leak blue.
and
that's
now
great.
we're going to figure out. Yeah, you're like a Dodgers fan.
That's right. Hey, I leak blue.
I'm a heavy flow bluer. And then they take it from there.
Yeah.
Because waiting for guys who had to take a piss would just probably be too
Time
much.
waster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
look out for this not shitter in your next arena experience.
Can I say this? It's embarrassing, but I will admit it. And it happened to me the other day.
Let me guess, you're too big for the urinal.
Yup. All right. Let's
Okay.
just end there.
Okay.
You're right. No. Sitting down, going number 2, but relieving number 1 as well, to then get up and find the puddle outside of the toilet because it's a cold morning. And you sit down, you sort of lean forward, and the dick sort of pulls in a little bit.
Give it track.
And it's going out. It's going straight out.
Normally dangling.
It's
Right.
not dangling,
over.
and it
Oh
goes.
my God.
Is this nor-
Can't you push it down?
Yeah,
I thought
but
it
you
just
can.
is down already.
You don't know it's happening when
no
it's
idea.
happening.
God.
It happens like every
It's a sneak attack.
17th
Wow.
time I sit down, and then you get up and you see that there's a puddle in front. Shouldn't there be just a little flap that hangs off the front of the toilet seat or something
Like the tip of a baseball cap. Yeah, that just
Steve
goes down.
Yeager's
bill.
throat guard
Wow.
from back in the day. It'd be an inch and a half of plastic that just it wouldn't interfere with anything else. It would just be in the front.
guard,
it would just
yeah.
be a guard in the front. And the distance between the toilet seat and the top of the bowl, 3/8 of an inch, maybe half an inch. Like it literally just
I
be
see.
a piece
A
of
lip.
plastic, just a lip that went past. You make it an inch. Just goes past. Never have that problem again.
I didn't know it was
Feels like a
I
fun
didn't know
game
it was
too to
a
play in the
problem.
morning with your
Couldn't-
dick and
yeah.
aim. It's
First
great,
time hearing
yeah.
of it.
But it's a secret shame.
That's why no one
Guys
talks about
don't
it.
want to talk about it.
And all this is happening to men nationwide,
Here's
worldwide.
the truth, Sophie. The
Not in
penis
many
does-
parts of Africa.
Yeah, the penis doesn't
Because
care
of
about
toilet
geometry.
design, not
Yeah.
because they're hung like rhinos. No, I think it affects
Cold weather.
colder weather, North American guys who who ice fish.
Right.
Guys who-
Alaska. So this is really happening in Alaska.
It's leaking everywhere.
Guys
in
with
Alaska.
a
The
little,
Yukon
a
territory.
guy
Yeah.
with a little extra panis, like a little extra belly, a little extra belly, who's and the cold makes a factor, and you sit down and you lean a little bit too far forward, and the penis sort of pulls in a little bit, and
I get it. I get it.
This is
I'm
not
seeing
happening in
it.
Hawaii.
no,
Not
it's
in
not. It's
Hawaii.
not hot. Not around the equator.
No,
this is
not a non-issue.
A non-issue.
This is Siberia. This is
Yeah.
Iceland.
Yes, these
Okay.
are Nordic countries.
Very good.
In
All
the
right.
Netherlands.
Yes.
Did we bring it home?
We'll do that now. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news.
You don't belong in this game.
That was the news with Gina Grad.
Well, Tucson, I'll be at the Rialto Theater December 15th doing stand-up there, and then we'll head off to Tempe, and we'll all show up there at the Tempe Improv doing live shows and stand-up. Just go down to Carolla.com, and me and John Popper and the rest of the gang are going to show up in Dallas. Kind of a Land Cruise, meet and greets and live shows and music and stand-up. So get your tickets to that at adamcarolla.com. And, of course, Hammered Heroes, wherever you find finer podcasts. Check it out. Sophie, Brendan, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah,
Thanks, this was
today.
great.
Thanks for having us, guys.
So fun.
It was fun. So, till next time, it's Adam for Sophie and Brendan and Bald and Gina saying mahalo.